Good evening, I'm Maurice Dubois.
And I'm Christine Johnson. There's only about 30 hours left of air on the submersible.
And tonight we are learning more about the 5 people on board as the search for them continues in the area near the Titanic wreckage. That is roughly twice the depth of the Grand Canyon. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with the very latest. Dick.
Maurice and Christine, we're learning new information tonight about OceanGate expeditions. The New York Times reports a group of leaders in the submersible industry sent the company a letter in 2018, 5 years ago, warning of possible catastrophic problems with its submersible and its planned mission to the Titanic wreckage. And that OceanGate's director of marine operations then started working on a report in which he said the craft needed more testing and stressed the potential dangers to the passengers of the submersible Titan. It's described as trying to find a needle in a haystack. Search crews frantically scouring an area larger than the state of Connecticut, but so far, no sign of the missing vessel.
You're dealing with a surface search and a subsurface search, and frankly, that makes it an incredibly complex operation.
Among the 5 people on board, Hamish Harding, a British billionaire who flew into space on Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket last year. In a post over the weekend, he described being proud of being part of the expedition.
He just said, hey, he was all excited. I'm going down to see Titanic.
Retired astronaut and Harding's friend Terry Virts, who texted with him before the trip, says there is some reason to be optimistic.
You're hearing some doom and gloom out there. The really good news is that we haven't had bad news. We haven't, seen wreckage floating. We haven't heard that explosion underwater in the sonar.
Also on board, Pakistani-British businessman Shahzada Dawood and his 19-year-old son Suleiman, and Paul-Henri Nargeolet, a seasoned Titanic researcher. Nargeolet was also married to former WCBS anchor Michelle Marsh at the time of her death in 2017. The pilot of the vessel is OceanGate CEO Stockton Rush.
OceanGate Expeditions offers you the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be a specially trained crew member safely diving to the Titanic wreckage site.
For the past 2 years, OceanGate is taking tourists to the Titanic, charging $250,000 per person. But the submersible relies on a text messaging system for communication with the mothership above, and it should have multiple ways to get to the surface in the event of an emergency.
The fact that this vehicle has not come back to the surface does not bode well.
Search experts fear that if the signal was lost some 2/3 of the way down to the ocean floor, something catastrophic may have happened.
Either it's an entanglement issue or there's a broader set of series of failures that have it now on the bottom.
But rescue experts also say it's still possible the vessel made it back to the surface and hasn't been spotted. Tonight, at least 5 families are holding out that hope. Christine.